Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to another Thursday night watch chat, and I'm surrounded by some good friends today. We're gonna talk about some Omega, right? You know that's a new hot topic the last couple days. It seems like Omega and Swatch has broken the internet, and we're probably late to the party discussing it, but we're gonna discuss it. And Chaz, man, what's up? How are you?
How you doing, Rob? It's good to be on with the boys here tonight
Yeah,
with Dan and Paul. Um, so I'm honored to be with you again.
yeah, man. And what do you have on rest?
Well, I have the in honor of our special guest, uh, Paul side of the moon, right
Yeah.
here again.
It matches his sweater, I gotta
It
say.
does. Strangely
Yeah.
enough,
Yeah.
it does match his sweater.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. You love that watch.
I do love it.
You hear music, don't you?
I do. I hear
Yeah.
music. It's maybe not the same kind of full orchestration that you got going on with the yubby, but yeah, I love it.
Well, just
Okay.
hold on to that love because we're gonna have a little game we're gonna play at the tail end of the show. So just keep that loving feeling strong, and we're gonna get to that. Dan, what is up?
How's my sound?
Sounding good,
Sounds
man.
sounding good,
Okay.
man.
You
Ade-
sound-
adequate.
yeah.
Better than before?
Yeah,
Better
you're
before
good. You're fine.
no popping.
You're fine.
It's
Yeah.
good. It's good.
All right.
What's going on, dude?
Yeah, doing good. Good to be on the show.
Yeah, yeah. Dan's been on the show before. What do you got on wrist, man?
So I don't have a Swatch, but I do have an Omega, so I brought the Omega
Nice.
out. Yeah.
Very nice,
Yeah.
very nice. And we're going to be talking about omegas all show pretty much, except for in the beginning of the show. I think we're gonna talk about a special watch that came in for our friend Paul recently. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Welcome back. How you doing
What's up,
today?
guys? I'm doing well. How are you guys?
Good, good. And what do you have on wrist?
I have on my Explorer 36 millimeter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very, very, very nice, very nice.
Yes.
Now, I wanna hear the story behind that. But let's say hello to the people in the chat first. Oh, I got um, my Airkin. Coincidentally, got it the same day that you
Same day.
got
Yeah.
your um, your Explorer. So,
Yep.
but hold on to that. We're gonna say hello to the chat, and then
Mhm.
we're gonna circle back to you. Hey, Neff, how you doing? Moon watches, 1 star, 8 planets, one moon, and one dwarf planet. All we are missing is the asteroid and the comet. Yeah, maybe that's a part
Indeed.
of a second release. Um, hey, Average Joe, what's up, man? How you doing? Hey, Rob is here, Mountain Standard Time. Design, Jason, what's going on? Caliber, he's here, and a
Yay.
bird, bunch of bird emojis. All right, okay, yeah. Peter C is here. Hey, Bobby, Hobby Bobby's here. Pale Horse, how are you? James is here. Moonswatch talk, eh? Absolutely, James. You were gonna, like I said, we're late to the party, but we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get our esteemed panel's opinion on the release. Justin is strapped in. Hey, Wilson, what's going
Justin
on?
Wilson.
Mez9 is here. Kevin S is here.
Give it.
Um, KR Joy, what is up? How are you, sir? Fellow Swatch lovers. Yes, Jeffrey Deach, what's going on? He's here. Ken checking in from Pittsburgh. Um, let's go down. Underachieving Watch Collector. Hello, everyone. Hello to you. How are you? Um, Dib is here. What is going on, sir?
Oh,
And Damn Sam 95. Thanks for joining us, Brave Sailor. What's going on? How are you? Um, okay, so Paul,
Yes.
um, a watch. Tell us the story behind the Explorer and that day that you got the call.
Uh, the day I got the call, I was very surprised I got the call.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was um, it was on a Monday. It was on a Monday. I picked it up. That previous Wednesday, I'd been chatting with my buddies Dib and Shreyas and a few of us chat, and I'd gone to lunch with my daughter. A year ago, I bought two OPs from these people in 2019. January last year, I asked about a 36 millimeter OP.
yeah.
And then in April, the Explorer came out, so I went back in and I said I want an Explorer. I thought I'd been waiting. I thought I was on a list. And then sometime around November-ish, I think, my salesperson left. They didn't seem to know who I was talking about. It was obviously no list. So, anyways, so I kept dropping in, whatever. I didn't buy anything. And then this last time, this guy had a salesman named Fabio, who's from Brazil. And we started chatting about Ayrton Senna. Even though he doesn't about racing, he knows about Senna. We talked about his charity work and all this and that. And I talked about how I love watches. And I told him, wouldn't you love to have a guy that buys a Tag Heuer every 6 months from you at 15% off? You can make fun of. And then you can get me my Rolex once a year or every 2 or 3 years. And I said, hey, it's the best of all worlds. And I said, but for real, I said, I see the pictures online. I see people that have 20 or 30 of them. Rolex is the promise for success. Where's mine? Like, yeah, I want it. And they didn't have any of the new tags. And I said, I'm not going to buy any. You don't even have let me know when the 2020 models get in. I'll come back. And so like they understood that I was frustrated. I told them, I said, I understand what's going on in the world. I know I'm being petty and I know what's going on and everything. But in my world right now, and the hell I've been through, I want my Rolex. And I said, if I'm not going to get it, you let me know.
Yeah.
And so then, they were all cool. And then Monday morning, I got the call. And I said, awesome. My Aqua Racer is there. So I rushed over there, excited as hell for my Aqua Racer. And they gave me a Rolex. So I'm still waiting on the Aqua Racer.
Yeah. Wow. So wait, so you had no idea going to the store that the Explorer was there?
I wasn't even going to ask. I asked about this Aqua Racer 40 millimeter. We're not going to get into it. I love it. Enough said. Anyways, and I told them that, if that, I'll buy that at 15% off, no tax, if that helps me get my Rolex faster.
Yeah.
If that's even how it works, because I have no idea. And I said,
right.
Do y'all even know how it works? And they said, not really. Our manager does. And I said, well, let me talk to him. So anyways, that's about how it all went. Got the watch, went in, was super excited, very grateful. I apologized to my salesperson for being so sarcastic. He accepted my apology.
But wait a second. Wait. So you walk into the store.
Yes.
Still have no idea what's going on. You see the salesperson, right?
Yes.
And they say, oh, and then do they just say, hey, let's sit down?
He's behind the counter. He says the manager's gone. He'll be back in about 10 minutes. But we have very, very good news for you. And so I'm already there. I'm past. I'm in the gates. I'm not going to say anything stupid.
Yeah.
I locked the doors so nobody could come in.
Yeah.
So I didn't say anything. I said, that's awesome. I'm really excited, whatever. I didn't know.
But you still didn't know.
I didn't know.
Okay.
And then, the manager came in and he was like, did you tell him? And he's like, I told him we had good news. And I said, is it an Aqua Racer? And he said, we got your Explorer.
Oh.
And I used a lot of expletives. And after they woke me up after passing out, I was really excited.
Oh man, I wish they didn't even say anything to you and just bring out the box, you know what I mean? And just the presentation. But that's still awesome. That is still cool. Awesome. Right. That you did not know what you were thinking you were getting an Aqua Racer and you ended up getting an Explorer, a watch that you've been seeking for a while. Yeah, man, that's great, man. That's awesome. And hopefully, your foot is in the door now, right? You have a Rolex purchase history with the AD. You buy some Aqua Racers, some tags from them. You know what I mean? Now, hopefully they'll remember you, right? And hopefully that salesperson stays. And next year you get another call, or this year you get another call for one. That's great, man.
I got the one I really wanted, so I'm stoked. Yeah.
All right. Are you a one and done with Rolex, or are you planning on getting another?
No, I could be. I mean, after I got the Rolex, I punched him in the face and said, I want a sub for my brother.
You might as well, right?
No, I did. I said, I want a sub. I asked for a sub and an Explorer 2 for a buddy. And I said, I'm not going to flip them. I even showed him a picture of all my watches. I said, I love depreciation.
Yeah.
You guys should, have a section of the store for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm just teasing. And then, but yeah, that's the story. So they were cool. I wasn't really an asshole. I was sarcastic, but in a
You're
truthful way.
being a funny, yeah, but you're probably being funny about it too, right? I mean, like,
Yeah.
Okay,
I was
maybe not.
smiling.
Okay.
That's
Kevin saying no apologies for the tag, Paul. Um,
damn right.
had to buy a Rolex Explorer to get an Aqua Racer. That's funny. Did you hit Fabio in the face with a brick? Didn't that happen? Didn't that happen to him? Like it was like a roller coaster, and he got hit.
Yeah.
And he came back all yeah. Poor Fabio. Actually, I don't feel bad for him. Leave the Rolex, take the tag. James liking the story. Fantastic, Paul. Yeah, now it's time for a precious metal Daytona.
Wouldn't mind.
For sure. Underachieving watch collector saying, "Congrats, Paul. I love my 39 millimeter Explorer." So excellent. Yeah, congrats again, man. Great story. And I wish you get any watch, whatever it is you want. You know what I mean? I wish that for you, man.
You too.
All right, so big week. Some photos
Wait a
leaked
second,
out.
I'm tearing up. I'm tearing up. Okay, you can go ahead now.
So big week, right? You know, like some pictures got leaked, right? That weren't supposed to get leaked, right? And we have now the collaboration between Omega and Swatch. And I know Dan and Paul, you and Chaz, you've had some really strong opinions on these watches, and I wanted to get you guys together and go over it. And we're gonna go. We're gonna go through the watches, right? We're gonna go through every single one. Now, I picked up the article from Hodinkee, and so they're not like in planetary order, right? But they do have some sort of order going on here. So I figured we just take each watch and just like quickly give our thoughts on it and go forward, and then we'll talk about the whole general collection and your thoughts about the collaboration in general. But let's maybe I'm doing it in the wrong order, but let's just dive right in. So I believe this one is the Mars release. What do you guys think about this one? You like it, Paul?
Yeah, I do.
Chaz, Dan, any thoughts?
Man, I think this is going to be probably the one that's most requested.
Yeah.
So, it's got the Alaska Project vibe going on, and for Speedmaster junkies, they're going to know that. And I think for everybody else, it's just red and white, kind of hot colors. So, yeah, I think this is going to be probably one a lot of people are after.
Yeah. There's a lot of watch collectors that are scrambling for this one. The Gemini shaped hands from the Alaska Project. That's definitely going to be a draw.
Yeah, for sure. And maybe I should have done a better job leading this in. So Swatch and Omega are collaborating, releasing these Speedmaster style, I would say, like design style, in Swatch materials, right? So this is like a bio. What do they call in it, Chaz? It's not plastic.
Bioceramic.
It's bioceramic. You have a quartz movement, and they're each going around for $250 each, which I think is a pretty good price point for these, right? I mean, it's not too pricey. It's not a cheap Swatch by any means, but there's a lot of stuff going on here with the Omega branding that could justify the bump up in price, right? And it's certainly like a gateway, right, to Omega going forward if you're a beginner, right? We'll talk about some of the downside afterwards. I think there's going to be one downside element about this release. But let's keep going. So Mars seems to be a hit with the group here. Earth, right? This is Earth.
Yep.
And thoughts on this one, guys?
I like the render, but then the real picture, the green is more minty than earthy. I wish it was more earthy green. But otherwise, it's a good color combination.
The subdials on this one make it seem the most swatchy out of all of them.
Okay.
To me. Because of the
Okay.
sheen or shine on them or something.
Yeah. Is it because of also the contrast, right? So you have this like,
Yeah.
is it like silvery or is it? Yeah, it looks more silvery than it's not green for sure, but it's like more silvery and it's contrasted against that blue. You get that more of a swatch feeling there, Paul.
Swatch irony feeling, sort of.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, I thought the earth was, I mean, it's okay. It's just not. I don't like. There's several things about it I don't like. I'm like Dan. When I saw the color, I thought it didn't represent any view of Earth I've seen. But yeah, it's. I mean, it's fine. It's just
Yeah.
not my favorite.
Yeah. I guess at some point they got to just choose some colors here, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you know, blue ocean, green, vegetation. I don't know. I don't know how they picked it. How you
I think
saying the
that's what
great
they're
thing?
going for.
Yeah. The great thing about these is that they won't tickle loudly like the three-handers.
Oh, I hope so.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
three-handers are super loud.
Yeah. Pale horse picking Uranus. Okay, that's the first Uranus joke that's going on today. That's seen so far.
They make a cream for that.
Yeah. Okay, I dig the Mojave. All right, so I'm gonna keep going, chat. So Mars is a winner. The panel is a little bit, okay with the Earth one.
I wish the home planet was better. That's all.
Okay, fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Venus. Okay, probably my least favorite, just because of the color. But I get it that it's Venus, the planet Venus, and Venus being associated with femininity. What do you guys think about this one?
Yeah, it's definitely catered towards the more feminine side. It even comes with the two straps. One's a short and one's a regular length. So it's better for smaller wrists.
Yeah.
It's the only one that comes with the short strap.
Yeah.
Paul, what do you think about this one?
Yeah, it's nice and it's elegant. And yeah, I could see, I mean, like someday I would buy that, my daughter could wear that. Someday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think it's going to get the attention of a lot of people. The pink's very popular. So I'm not saying only for ladies, but I know my experience with my daughter, and I know she'd love that. So
yeah. Would you get it for Mrs. From the Berg?
She's not as big on pink.
Yeah.
But I would get one of them for her for sure.
Gotcha. Okay, next one, the sun. Now this is like my second least favorite one. I don't know. I think for me it's a whole lot of yellow, and probably the way they have it displayed with the yellow earth or yellow dirt or whatever yellow surface here is not helping me here. It's just very, very overpowering. But I think somebody had mentioned that I heard that speaking before. What's cool about this one is that there is like a sun ray effect, and it's the only one that has it, which is very, very interesting. What do you guys think about this one?
I like that Easter egg.
What
was that?
I like that Easter egg of the sunburst on the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not my favorite color combo, but I mean, yeah, if you're into the color combo, it's nice again. I mean, nice contrast. And
strikes me as like more. This would be like a nice little summer watch, right?
Yeah. That's the way I see it. I think, if I could just have one, this wouldn't be mine. But I think it's a great color, especially for summer.
Yeah, Hawaiian T-shirt, and I like to party.
Javi Bobby says the sun looks awesome in a blog to watch photos that came out. Okay, yeah, well, maybe I'll pull those up in a little bit. It's the only star, right? We have planets and moon. Chris says I've been warming up to the sun. Oh, not my favorite one by far though.
I've been
nice little joke there.
Yeah, that's fun.
Need some SPF for this one. Okay. And Peter, no pink or yellow for me. Yeah, I think I'm with you, Peter. They're definitely my least favorite. Okay, moving on. Now, you guys are gonna have to help me out. I don't know which one is this planet.
Jupiter.
Jupiter. Okay. Pretty cool, right? I mean, you got
Yes.
that kind of like Mojave kind of like look
It's
to it.
awesome.
Yeah.
It seemed a little lighter in the real pictures I saw, but I like this one. I think it's a good
Yeah.
good color.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah. Good color combination for sure. Moving on. Is this the moon or no? Which one's this one?
Mercury.
Mercury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mercury
I'm
is
really-
a black case with a gray dial.
Yeah. This is awesome. This really looks like a Speedmaster to me. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's definitely cool. I really dig this one a lot. Has this been a popular choice for a lot of people, like or?
This is the one I'm getting.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Moving on. I know we're zipping through these guys, but okay. Neptune.
I think that's planet Tiffany.
Uranus.
Yeah, Uranus. Okay.
Uranus.
Oh, okay.
Not bad. Another probably like summer kind of watch, right? Hanging by the pool. Although you wouldn't go in the pool with these, right? Joe is saying he's not comfortable with the 3-bar water resistance. Netflix Jupiter, we'll be seeing that one shortly. Mercury is a hot combo. Joas is saying, I think I'm saying his name properly. Sorry, Joas, if I'm not saying Mars and Jupiter is the one for him. Jason's getting the Mercury too. I like how Uranus fits my wrist. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
We're going to get some Uranus
Yep.
jokes here.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on forward, we're going to Saturn. Now, this has got to be one of the fan favorites, right? I mean, especially with the nice touch of the Saturn ring here. What do you guys think?
Oh, I love this. It's my favorite. But primarily, I mean, this is my reasoning. I don't have any watch that has brown.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of, and I like the fact that it has the ring. So
yeah,
even though a buddy of mine had a image that came to him that I don't want to say publicly, but I like it. I like this one. I like the colors.
Yeah.
This is my number one pick.
Paul, you like this one?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I think it's a cool visual, for a fun watch. And man, yeah. I think these are great. I really like these releases.
Dan, what do you think about this one?
Yeah, it's fun. It's the only one that has the planet on the dial side. Everything else only has the planet on the back side. So it's cool. And it kind of looks like it has a face.
Yeah, right. Like a little sideways smile. I would have to say like this.
Yeah.
This is the first one I got. The first one I really gravitated to. The first one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No pun intended.
This is the only one. This is the only one we don't have to guess which planet it is.
Right. True. Very true. But I do like that ring around the 6 o'clock register. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it looks like a tongue sticking out, right? A face with a tongue sticking out. That's pretty cool. Underachieving watch collector. His best 3 are the Moon, Mercury, and Mars for him. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let's keep moving. And this one, Neptune. Yeah,
I love this one.
Pretty cool one as well. I mean, these are. I gotta say, most of these are just really, really awesome.
A little bit of a blue side of the moon.
Yeah.
Well, you guys remember ever looking around at $250, $300 micro brands? Richard Legrand's and stuff like that. All that. If I would just stop my search cold when I saw this, and I just get this.
Yeah.
I mean, done and done.
Well, yeah, I mean, and
know?
maybe we can discuss this along the way, but there's I grew up with Swatch, right? And so and knowing Amiga and the history of Amiga now, this is like such a great collab in my opinion. It's brilliant, and yeah, I mean, like, why, if I have $250 or $260 in my pocket, like, why would I buy anything else watch wise
Yeah.
at this moment?
No,
You know what I
right.
mean?
Like, is a Miota 8000 series really? Are you really going to tell your friends like your shit? Excuse me,
Right.
your inadequate Swatch quartz? I've got an 8000 series over here.
Yeah, I mean, look,
shake it to get it going.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this checks off so many boxes in a sense, and with the affordable ability of the watches, it's got brand recognition. You got an Amiga on the dial for $260, and Swatch, and you got this classic Speedmaster look, with like Swatch materials. You know what I mean? It's kind of cool. Strap is awesome, right? The strap is awesome.
Yeah.
So moving forward, and we got this one here. Is this
Pluto?
Pluto?
Pluto.
Okay. Pluto. Hey, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it. I dig it.
Yeah. So the burgundy is supposed to evoke that Apollo 11, the solid gold one that they came out with, the anniversary model, had the same color burgundy red ring. So that's supposed to be a hat tip towards that model.
Yeah. Joaz is saying he's got a Speedy 3861 and he's getting one of these for sure. Yeah, I think you can have both, right? I think you have both.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be like a snob and be like, these are just like fake Speedmasters. Like, come on. I mean, just like, you can have both, right? Chaz, you're gonna have both, right? If you can swing one of these.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna. If I can get one, I will. I think they're just wonderful. Yeah.
Peter.
Chaz, I know a guy. I know a guy.
Yeah,
I know a guy.
Peter saying Pluto is one of his favorites. Hey, Pete's here. I've got a 12-year-old nephew and Christmas presents for the next 10 years now sorted, right?
Nice.
Absolutely. Yeah.
See, I mean, but he's joking. But think about this. Like, how many people who are into watches are going to get this for their kid and they're going to plant the seed, and now Omega is going to bear that fruit in 15, 20 years when they grow up to adults and they buy Omega.
Dude,
it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Everybody's forgotten about. Nobody is marketed towards younger generations, and nobody wants a hand-me-down. Screw those Patek Philippe ads; they're ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a joke. It's so pretentious. It's profound. This thing's going to be some 17-year-old. When I was 17, I saw this. This is a Tag F1 for $250. I get to have a luxury piece. I get to go to the bars, tell everybody. I don't get to go to the VIP Omega Lounge, probably. They're not going to let me in. They're going to check me at the door. But I mean, if I'm 18, if I'm a college student, and my daddy's not buying me an Omega Speedmaster, this is what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
this is go ahead then.
I have so many friends who are they're like, I'm buying this for my kid, and that's just planting the seed. Honestly, it's brilliant.
Rolex isn't going to get your kid a watch.
Yeah,
Omega will.
Planting the seed for sure. And the cool thing is, and hopefully they'll keep on making these, right? And it's not just like a limited run, because
they'll make them.
Just like like collecting commemorative coins, or like yearly set of coins, or yearly baseball cards, right? Every year you got a whole like stack of baseball cards of everybody. You can plan this out and like complete the set, right, over the course of a decade, right? I mean, your taste will change, right? Or maybe not. Maybe there'll be enough nostalgia, especially if you're giving it to a young kid, that they're going to be thinking about this like over the next course of 10 years, and it's going to remind them of the joy that they've had, when they got their first one, right? And then you get a nice little presentation box, and there you go. You have it, a nice set there. I think this is a genius move for sure.
It is. Absolutely.
And then we'll talk about the release and all about that. So I take it this is the moon, right? I would imagine.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this is great too. This is also
Yeah, it's
very
good.
Speedmaster like, um, for sure, and just nicely done. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I want to feel them, right, and I want to, I know it's not going to be like as solid as a stainless steel watch and whatnot, but it is what it is. It's a Swatch, and
It's
and
a
that's okay
Swatch.
too.
Yeah.
Um, and I think that is all of them. Yeah, see it. So with
Yep.
Earth here, you can see that. Very very cool. Um, so any let's see what the chat is saying here. Um,
Pete has a good question. Said,
sh-
should they do a Seamaster version? I don't know.
one from each of the seas and the oceans. I mean, look. I
No,
mean, if this no, you think
no.
you keep.
I think because the heritage is here, it has so much history, and I think a lot of people when they buy this watch aren't going to know that, and when they find that out, when they Google it and they find out what the Speedmaster really is and what it's done and all
Yeah.
that, the Seamaster doesn't have all that. It has a Bond. It has a Brosnan.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
know, I'm just
Hmm.
when like an 18-year-old kid who wants to brag on the internet and post this thing to maybe a guy who likes turtlenecks group, he's got a whole lot of credibility to post that.
Yeah.
So I think they absolutely killed it on this one. I think the only people that are mad are people who want their Speedmasters to be exclusive.
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I saw, mostly positive reactions to this one, but I saw one reaction which I thought was insane. One person was saying that he was talking to his boutique salesperson, and that someone had come in that day and returned the Dark Side of the Moon they had just bought because they were outraged.
Oh, come on.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
That is.
I mean, this is.
Oh, dude.
I'm hearing it, from I heard a friend of a friend said this, but
Yeah.
I don't doubt that that's a possibility, but it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That just sounds like somebody has buyer's regret, and they're just like, using this.
Well,
as
and
an
he can't really
excuse to-
afford the watch because he's worried about the
Right.
secondary value, so he shouldn't have
Yeah.
bought it in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bobby K saying here, that's what I felt when I heard about the Swatch Omega collab. It was a youthful generation to bring enthusiasm for space travel and space washes. Wish there were smaller case sizes for kids. Well, okay. I mean, I think these are light enough, like like your teenagers will be able to wear them. I like the whole idea of rekindling space and space travel. I remember when I was growing up in the early '80s, we had the space shuttle, right? And that kind of just sparked the fascination with space and exploring, and that kind of has died out, right, in the last decade or two. I know Elon Musk with SpaceX is trying to bring that back, and you got Virgin Galactic, taking strides to make space travel more commercial friendly. Um, and that's great and whatnot, but you can't just excite like 30, 40, and 50-year-olds and 60-year-olds about this. You have to excite the new generation, and
Right.
it's silly stuff like this that is harmless, that may actually just kickstart some of that. And so I really like the release. They have it under tight wraps and control, right? So you can only get two at a time, right? So
That's a good thing.
Right.
that's a good thing, right?
Two per customer. Yep.
Yeah.
And they're only doing it in store at select locations. I think this is just to fight against scalpers. I mean, of course, there's still going to be scalpers, but it's much harder to go in person, and you have to camp there versus, you just set up a bot online and you send one to yourself, send one to your mom, send one to your sister, and then you get them all and resell them. So I think this is smarter. It's going to go to the more enthusiasts.
Yeah, and that's why I think they're going to keep on making them, right? Because like they're limiting it to two. I think they really would love for people to collect them as a set, right? Because that's more money for them, right?
I'm surprised they're not selling it as a set.
Well, yeah, I mean, but maybe that's coming down the road. Maybe this is just like them kind of feeling it, how it's going to go, because I think they're worried really, and you brought it up, Dan, and I think this is the one negative here is that people are going to try to sell these in the secondary market on eBay. You see them already, throwing out astronomical numbers, no pun intended,
Yeah, crazy.
and to see if anybody's going to bite on it. And I hate to see if that's if somebody pays over $1,000 for one of these, because
I don't understand how people are selling these already because nobody has them in hand.
Yeah. I think they just put them up, right, and then if they can't pick it up, but they sold it on eBay per se, then they cancel their order. I mean, or they cancel their listing. Yeah, maybe they create a username. A different username so they don't get negative feedback, or if they do, it doesn't matter because it's not their real. I don't know. I'm really not that experienced with using eBay and figuring all that kind of stuff out. It is a bummer, but I hope a slow release of more and more watches in the course of the next year or two. They got to do it. Because people will want to collect these whole. Omega owed Swatch for saving them through the quartz crisis. Justin R. I'm a Remington Steel fan. Okay.
That's right. It kept him from being Bond for a little while, but
yeah,
he's out there.
Are we going to see a Swatch Brigade collab?
Well,
Brigade under Swatch Group? Like, is this fair game for other brands to do a Swatch? I think that's a little far fetched. I know you're kidding, Zen Master. This is like the perfect collab, right? And maybe they just keep it away. But these are also companies that are looking to make money, so maybe they'll figure out. Maybe they will get the Seamaster Swatch collab one day. You never know. I think it would be odd to make a diver in a depth rating too low. If they do a Swatch, I mean, could they make? I mean, are there any swatches? Do you guys know that have like 100-meter water resistance? I'm not sure.
I don't know. I've never owned one.
It's definitely possible. It's definitely possible.
I mean, look, they put a man in the moon, right? I mean, so
yeah,
anything's possible. Anything's possible, right?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Chaz, you tossed out your gray side of the moon, right? No, of course not. Chaz,
yeah, I'm not keeping it. This is just not keeping it.
Yeah. Orange Hand is holding out for the Blank Pond Swatch 50 Fathoms release. Okay. They're saying Gen Z will wear NASA logo logo gear. I'm having a problem reading tonight. I have a problem reading every night. Underachieving is like, I applaud Swatch and Omega for making an affordable, fun, and exciting release for sure. Let us know in the chat if you guys are going to go out and try to brave the lines at 7 a.m., 8 a.m. If Paul, I mean, I know you're laughing, but if you had a Swatch,
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at Justin R's comments. I don't think he gets enough credit. He's hilarious. He allegedly went to the moon. So
okay, all right, allegedly, right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But I mean, Paul, I mean, if you had a Swatch near you, would you be waking up at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning to get online for one of these?
I've never done that for any watch.
Okay, all right. Dan, I think I know you would. Not too early, but early enough.
Yep. I think I'll get there maybe 2 hours before they open, maybe.
No, joking aside, if I didn't have to take a kid and stuff, and there was one near me, and at the time, sure, why not? I'd just chat with you guys or something.
Right. Enough saying the next day are going to release a $6,000 System 51 with a tri-level coaxial escapement that you can't service. It's funny. B-Dev, you know what's funny? A $260 watch that will be more accurate than a $7,000 watch.
Or some $70,000 watches.
There used to be a Swatch Scuba models with 200-meter water resistance. Okay, so it can be done. Um, Stanley Kubrick faked the whole moon landing. Is that what's going on? Okay. But what about Longines? Justin, a big fan of Longines.
That GMT release is amazing.
It's a nice, it's a good looking watch for sure.
Beautiful.
Peter say, I think the rollout is well done. A bit limited at first, then a bigger rollout later. Hope so. Hope so. Rick is never waiting online for $260 watch. You'll be able to buy it online shortly. I hope so too. I would love that. Omega Snoopy Speedmaster collab with Swatch in the future, maybe.
That'd be neat.
Maybe we'll see. Like we'll see. Like I have any choice on? Okay. So I guess we all agree. Great job here by Omega and Swatch.
For sure.
Thumbs up. We think they did a good job here. Okay, good. Yeah, I think they did. So speaking of Speedmaster, our friend Chaz here picked up a Gray Side of the Moon about a month or so ago, and I'll let him talk about it. But I've never seen him go gaga over a watch before, and I mean, he has, but I mean, he's really like he's hearing the music. And so Chaz, just in a nutshell, tell us how you feel about this piece that you were able to pick up.
Well, it's one of those watches that I've always wanted a Speedmaster, number one. Yeah. But the basic, Moonwatch never was. I just never committed to get it. Mm-hmm. I love the newest version of it, the way they embellished it, made it a little better, made some of the issues I didn't like, anyway. But once I saw these Side of the Moon series, once I went and investigated how those things were made, just fell in love with the process, the engineering, and then how they got this gray side, what they have to do to get this color, that process, and it's just amazing. It's basically sapphire and ceramic with a, coaxial movement, a chronograph movement, vertical clutch in between. So it's just an amazing piece of engineering. It's just love it. Love everything about it.
Excellent. So, I'm glad that we have Dan and Paul here. Guys, I have a game here, right? And it's called I don't have a title for it, but it's knowing how much Chaz loves this watch. I'm going to throw up some images up here, and I'm going to ask you guys before Chaz has a chance to answer. Does he love the Gray Side of the Moon more than whatever I'm going to show you? And
okay.
And then Chaz will answer, and then we'll keep a score and see who wins between you and Paul and Dan, and chat. You're more than welcome to play. Now, Chaz, you're from the Berg. The Berg is an area in the southeast part of the country, and there's certain things that are very, very popular in the area of the world that you live in. And so we're going to start off with one thing here that I know it's popular in your neck of the woods, and that is hot chicken.
Oh, man.
Okay, so Chaz, remember, you're not gonna give away anything. I've never had
Gray Side. Me, I haven't had it either.
So what's the deal with hot chicken though, Chaz? Is it like with chicken with hot sauce? Like, cooked in hot sauce? Like, what's the deal?
It's basically fried chicken with a special, it's like buffalo sauce that's turned up to 11.
Yeah.
Do they use a special process to get it to that color? Because it's not competing.
No. Yeah, it's and there's 2 or 3 places in Nashville that I'm telling you. They're lined up around the block like a like a moonswatch drop to get lunch.
Yeah.
So I'll leave it there. So I'll give Paul a chance to give his response.
I did. I don't think there's
Oh.
any. The finishing looks awful. I mean, nobody wanted to eat it, so
Yeah.
it's new old stock to me, and I don't know what. I mean, there's a lot of ways to make chicken. I'm sure I can find that recipe online. There's pickles and there's bread.
Hot chicken.
Gray side.
Okay.
Chaz is going to choose gray side.
So it
Gray
sounds like two gray sides here. Chaz, before you answer,
Does it hack?
I mean, does it hack? Yeah.
That's Neff. That's Neff. God.
So I'm sure you grew up eating this, right? I mean, this is part of
Nashville hot chicken is very, very good. Now, you want me to give my answer?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm going to have to go with the gray side on this one. Let me tell you why. If it had been fried chicken from Monell's, this would have been maybe a different answer. Monell's is a place in Nashville that used to make the best fried chicken ever.
Yeah.
I think it's still going. I haven't been up there in a while since we had all the stuff, but yeah, that's what a Nashville hot chicken's good, but it's not my favorite. Monell's fried chicken, that would have been harder to answer. Yeah.
Okay. Is it typically served with bread, or is it
so different things at different places? They do. You do see a lot of pickles thrown in there.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be so good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Okay. So an easy one at first here. Let's go next. Smoky Mountains. Now I know the Smoky Mountains are near and dear to Chaz's heart.
Mountains, man, dude. You've seen one mountain, you've seen them all. It's like cities. You've been to one city, you've been to them all. I mean, yeah.
Oh God.
Dan, what do you think?
Yeah, the Smoky Mountains don't tell you what time it is. So. Gray side.
They tell you to move. Yeah.
Okay, Chaz. So two gray side of the moons here.
No, guys, I got to stick with the Smoky Mountains, guys. I grew up in these mountains. That's where I was. The first half of my life was in the Gatlinburg area. I grew up near there. And so that's part of my history, my home. So I got to stay with my hometown. My home.
Right. I understand. Watch out for them city slickers.
Yeah, if it was just the mountain itself, but the Smoky Mountains, that's just my home. So I gotta go there.
Yeah. I'm just teasing you. I understand.
I know.
I gotta do it.
Dib says every mountain range has its own beauty.
That is true, Dib.
That's very touching, Dib.
That is true, Dib.
Okay.
I apologize.
So you guys are both 1 out of 2. Okay, so still tied there. Next up, Dolly Parton. Now she's from Tennessee. She is an icon in country music and every little boy's dreams from the 1960s to the 1980s. For other talents, I guess. All right, just me. Okay. Anyway,
and to now, she's a wonderful person. Does a lot of charity work, and I like her attitude and her personal persona. Her public persona is awesome. Yeah, this is a tough one, man. I'm going Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton. Dan, what say you?
Lugs before jugs. Lugs before jugs.
She makes some killer moonshine.
Yeah. Okay. Michael B saying she's a national treasure. I totally agree. She's older than that Speedmaster. Hey, Big Wrist. Thanks for joining us.
I'm telling you guys. You want me to go, Rob?
Yeah.
People in Tennessee call her Saint Dolly. I mean, she's such a good person. I'm gonna have to say this quietly, but I would choose the gray side. I just don't want my wife to hear me because that's one of her favorite humans.
Yeah.
our kids grew up, Dolly sends every kid in the state books when they're little. She does that to every kid in our state. Our kids would get free books in the mail. She does it to every kid in the state.
Wow.
She gives so much away. She's a national treasure. She's a Tennessee treasure. I used to live just not far from her when we were in Brentwood. So, she's a treasure. But I got to go with the gray side. Yeah.
You know what? You should give her the gray side for all she's done.
I got to tell you, I've been to Dollywood. Dollywood, man.
Yeah.
And in Dollywood they have like the shack that she grew up in, like they transported over there. It's it's amazing. Dan is in the lead here. He's up by 1. Moving on. Next is ribs. Tennessee is also famous for ribs, especially in the Memphis area. Barbecue ribs. What do you guys think, Paul, Dan?
Ribs, man.
Ribs.
Wow.
Ribs.
Why would you guys say that?
Ribs.
All right.
You pick like the best picture too, like.
Yeah, that's.
I know.
Yeah.
Chaz.
That's finished beautifully.
Yeah. So, what do you think,
I
Chaz?
tell you again, I've never obviously haven't missed many meals, and I've never turned down good rack of ribs, but brisket would have been more. It would have been more tempting to me. So I'm gonna have to go with the gray side here. Sorry, guys.
You're just being rude because you don't like me.
Wow, I don't know if I could ever turn down ribs. Okay. All right.
Not for an Omega.
Next one up. The G-Shock TVA. You love this watch.
Oh, man.
You love this one. I've heard you say that this is your favorite titanium G-Shock.
Oh,
Walk down the street and within a quarter square mile radius, I swear to God, you'll find one in someone's yard or somewhere. They're everywhere. Pick it out of the trash somewhere.
So you're saying he's picking gray side?
Gray side, because you can literally walk and find one. Somebody discarded. Yeah.
Dan, what do you say?
Gray side.
Gray side.
Yeah.
Ben, I'm gonna have to go gray side, but I do love the TVA. I do love it. I think it's a spectacular watch. So yeah. I mean, it is one of my favorite watches, and but gray side tops it. Yeah.
Okay. Dan, I still think is up by 1. Let's moving on here. Davy Crockett.
Oh,
he's a legend.
Fake hero. He was like a P.T. Barnum. Yeah, fake hero. Yeah.
He is huge in Tennessee. Huge.
He was big in Texas too. I know the story.
Chaz, I bet you had a raccoon hat growing up.
He put a lot of ads in a lot of papers.
Yeah.
He was a marketing man.
It was mandatory to have a raccoon hat. Yeah, you had to have one. Yeah.
So Paul, you're saying he's picking Davy Crockett over the gray side?
I say you gotta go gray side over Davy Crockett.
Dan,
if that's his his real name.
Oh, what do you think, Dan?
Man,
you really stumped on this one.
Yeah. Well, I'm stumped on what Chaz is going to choose.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got to be the watch, right? It's got to be the watch. Come on.
Okay. All right. Well, Chaz.
I like Davy, but I like the gray side better. Yeah.
Okay.
But
I love you, Chaz. I'm just trolling for effect.
I know a lot of stuff is named Crockett, so he's a big deal. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, we have a few more. Let me just go right through them. Moon pie. I googled like things popular in Tennessee. This is like one of the top 5.
I could take you to a little town not far from here where they still sell these moon pies. People come from all over to get them, like they're made here.
Don't give anything away here.
Okay.
Guys, what say you?
Okay. I'm saying he said he grew up in this first half, in the Backburg. They didn't have moon pies there. So he doesn't really know moon pies. So I'm saying that he didn't care about moon pies and he loved that gray side. Gray side 100%.
Okay. Dan. I like how Dan struggles.
I know. I mean, would you rather eat the moon or look at the moon on your wrist? I don't know. Yeah, gray side.
Chaz.
Justin EDC knows that RC Cola and a moon pie. That's the way they do it in Tennessee, and I've obviously had my share of moon pies. But I'm going to stick with the gray side.
Okay.
So, stick with the gray side.
So you'll never eat moon pies again. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. That's strong man here. Okay. Moving forward, Johnny Cash.
Ooh.
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash.
Oh,
Yeah.
the fast, quick answers from the guys.
Yeah.
Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Chaz?
I mean, that deep voice is just. If he starts singing, I might, and I close my eyes, I might think Johnny's singing to me.
Yeah.
This is so tough. Johnny Cash is such an outstanding. I mean, it's an icon.
Yeah.
He, I think he got his first record deal in Memphis. So I mean, yeah, he's a Hall of Famer. One of the top. I mean, he transcends country music.
I feel like you're saying gray side though here.
Yeah.
But I'm going gray side. Going gray side. Sorry, guys. I mean, I love Johnny Cash, but I've got to go gray side. If I didn't go Dolly, I can't go Johnny.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
Yeah, fair.
Okay. All right. Two more. All right. This is gonna be probably one of the hardest ones, I think. Peyton Manning.
Oh man.
Peyton Manning means a whole lot to the state of Tennessee. What do you guys think?
I mean, I'm a racing fan, so I know Chaz loves football and he wears a lot of orange because of that. So I'm going Manning. Yeah, no gray side.
Manning.
Manning. Chaz?
Oh man. This is so tough.
Oh wait, but he didn't go Dolly. He didn't go. People are out. I'm going gray side.
This is so tough. I think I saw. I was sitting there in my mind trying to think. I don't think I missed a game that he played in Tennessee. I don't think I missed a game when he was playing, and he came in partway through his freshman year, and I don't think he sat down after that. So,
okay, so here's a twist. We're not saying Manning's going to die now, but we're saying Manning never existed, or the gray side of the moon.
Oh man, yeah, I'd have to take Manning then. If you put it like that, I'd have to. He meant too much to Tennessee. I mean, this guy's helped build hospitals in Knoxville. So, yeah,
Dolly sent your kids books.
Yeah, Peyton hadn't sent us any books, right?
Right.
So, if it's gray side or Peyton never existed, I'd have to go Peyton. But if I like the gray side slightly better.
Okay, so that's legit. So
yeah.
you're picking the gray side here. You're picking the gray side.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm picking the gray side.
All right, last one. Tennessee Volunteer Football.
I mean, there's other Speedmasters.
Oh man.
Dan, why don't you go first here?
Football.
Paul?
Yeah, I mean, there's other Speedmasters. Get a Racing Orange and football.
Chaz, you're choosing between the stadium blowing up and your watch.
This was not hard. I'd have to go Vols on this one.
Ah,
Vols
damn
it.
I mean, I grew up. That's what you grow up with. Where I grew up not an hour from the stadium, and I, I had to learn Rocky Top like I learned the Pledge of Allegiance. So so it's I'd have to go Vols on that. Vol football, yeah.
All right.
Even though we've had a horrible, past since '98, it's been rough. So
yeah. Well, Chaz, we learned a lot. I think Dan and Paul, I think that was actually a tie. Did you guys end up tying? You guys are you guys are both winners in my book. So you know what?
Thanks,
you guys win, and Chaz, you too as well. Making some hard decisions here. I knew you weren't expecting this,
Rob,
but you came
Rob,
to
you
the
made
challenge.
it. You made it tough, guy. You knew what was tempting to me. That was good.
Well, thanks for being a good sport and playing. Dan, Paul, thanks for joining us tonight and giving us your take on the Omega and Swatch release. Really, really do appreciate it. Love hearing you guys' opinions and coming on to the show. I appreciate it.
Both these guys know so much about watches.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a big fan of both these guys.
Yeah,
so.
and what's great is you guys are very opinionated about it. And
what was your name again? That one? No, man. No, thank you. Thank you for inviting me. And Chaz, we love you, dude.
Yeah.
We love you too, man.
Yeah. And guys, and I love the chat. And Chad, thank you for playing along. And guys, thank you for joining us tonight.
Joe.
Except we'll see you guys next week. Take care.
You know
Thanks, guys.